forward to Majella's charity, Going from Strength to Strength. The Donegal Association in Boston was founded in 1908, and our camera crew was there to record their annual banquet. The Donegal Association of Boston was founded in 1908 by a group of Donegal immigrants to Boston who wanted to preserve the traditions and culture of their homeland, as well as extend the hand of friendship to newcomers. This year's event was all about celebrating those connections and honouring the Harney family, who run an Irish dancing academy in the city.
It's a huge honour, isn't it?
It really is, and just, I'm overwhelmed, I'll tell you the truth.
It was Mum's aunts that were some of the original Donegal Club Association members, Aunt Rose and Aunt Mary.
Yeah,
and,
Uncle Andy, Uncle Tom, all of that family, the O'Connor family from Glentocher, Cashel, Glentocher. And then I come along from Nail, Carndonna, and I was in 1957. And of course landed in the Donegal Association and been here ever since. And it's a great organisation, it really is. I'm not putting my husband down or anything, he's a Roscommon man, but we were always into the dancing. My mother was a terrific dancer. She wasn't into the step dancing, but she spent a good bit of her time in Derry when she was young, and so they danced every night, whatever. But then the step dancing, I went to, what's his name? Denny McLaughlin. Yes, yeah.
Yes.
I took classes with Denny McLaughlin, and so did a few fashions in Derry, and then I came to America and done a little bit of it here. And then Liam, he started out and he became world champion and opened the academy, and it's been there since.
I started dancing with Maureen Green O'Leary School here in Boston, and then when I reached college, I went on and danced in San Diego with Ron Plummer, and I'm trained in other styles of ballet, tap, and jazz. So it was a natural path for me to be able to integrate some of this other training along with the Irish dancing, and it definitely promoted me in the competition worlds. So then after winning my world titles, it was what do we do from here? Went on and did shows and developed a show of my own called Celtic Fusion, which we took around the world as far as South America, to Chile and to Australia and New Zealand and several US tours. So I've spent my whole entire life basically dancing and loving Irish dancing and promoting it, and now sharing it with my own students.
The association is as relevant today as it was 106 years ago.
There's a lot of young people come out, and we try and get them jobs, and and they come out and they play for the Donegal GAA, which is a very good football club, and Paddy McDivitt, he gets them places to stay and stuff like that, gets some work and stuff like that, and they'll be here tonight, and we look after them and they look after us.
The association continues to play a pivotal role in the wider Irish community in Boston.
Donegal people obviously great affinity with their home county, and they keep it right through. We heard tonight that the Donegal Association is 106 years old. It still attracts people of all ages here tonight. They have 350 or so. It's a very strong endorsement of their commitment to their home county and to one another as Donegal men and women. The spirit of solidarity between Donegal people is very strong. The commitment to their home county is very strong. We've had Donegal County Council here over recent times. We've had Letterkenny Institute of Technology. We've had other groups promoting Donegal as a tourist and economic generation. And the people here in the Donegal Association are fully behind that.
Nights like this one are special because it brings out the best of Irish traditions.
What happens with the Irish abroad is to distill the culture down into these nuggets, whereas at home you go from one end of the year to the other and you wouldn't see Irish dancing, or you might not listen to the old Irish tunes. But when you have nights like this where people get together, sure, it's all canned into one night, but these nights happen over and over. Tonight is the Donegal Association, the Sligo Association, there's many dues to do with many organisations, the Irish language, GAA, you name it. You know, one of the other things too is pulling together to help each other. Organisations such as in Boston, the Irish International Immigrant Centre, the Irish Pastoral Centre, they're there providing graduate services, you know, from birth to death, from youngsters with the toddler groups to senior citizens alone at home, lonely, and you have organisations of volunteers and they're there as a resource. So it's the best of the Irish can be seen and distilled into areas like Boston because there's just such a pride in their heritage.
For some, it was a chance to say hello to family back home and reminisce about their home places.
I'd like to say hello to my mum, Bella McMahon, to my sister Sally and her husband Jim, my nieces Sinead and Ailish, and my two very good friends, Magdalene McDermott in Moville and Una Diver Black in Letterkenny.
I'm here for a long time, and I want to say hi to all my family, Michael and Maureen, Denny, and all the Mackayans of Buncrana, and all my relatives, my sister Madge and Peter Ruddy. So I just want to say hi to all the family.
This wee girl's name is?
Mary Elizabeth.
She's a big talker, but we need to get her warmed up. Now, if she was hanging out with her cousins back in Shawnogs or Hudie Buggs in Gidor, you couldn't shut her up. But let's see what she has to say tonight.
The celebrations went on into the night and plans for next year are already underway.